Trying it again. We're doing take two. Take two from 10 Drop Coffee in Plainfield, Illinois. I just had started here on TikTok doing my live show a little bit ago and realized that the Wi-Fi connection where I'm at was spotty at best, or using it through my cell phone, and I hadn't hooked up into 10 Drops Coffee Wi-Fi. And so I had to quickly shut it off because, nothing's more frustrating than when I'm trying to talk live and I keep seeing that there's an unstable connection on my phone, and people will be hopping on complaining that there's issues with the connection, and none of that is what we want. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be hooked into 10 Drops Coffee, again, in Plainfield, Illinois. I'm at 10 Drops Coffee. So off the beaten path. I was taking the GPS here. I woke up this morning. I'm going to be picking up my kids in a couple hours and from their mama's house, and she lives off this way. And I did a coffee shop search of Plainfield, Illinois, and the number one rated one by, I don't know what came up, was this place that I'm at right now called 10 Drops Coffee. Give you a quick tour of it. Not as much of a tour, but a quick scan of it. We got a giant skeleton over there, kind of cool. Apparently they just expanded and are open a pastry section there that gets quite busy on the weekends. But it's just me and the coffee barista back there here right now. But anyway, excited to be here and happy I found it. The GPS, because I entered GPS, I thought I'd figure it out. I figured it was in downtown Plainfield, Illinois, which is a town adjacent to Naperville, where I live. And it's a little smaller town, but kind of a cute town, kind of an up-and-coming town, if you will. And but they have a nice downtown area, and I think I've been to a coffee shop in the downtown. And so assumed this place would be there, and it's so not. It is so not. Again, I thought I was going the wrong way. I felt like I'm crossing some country road and train tracks, and it said take a left 500 feet into the parking lot, and it's dark. But here I am again at 10 Drops Coffee in Plainfield, Illinois, and I'm excited to be here. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, JD. Good morning, Carolina. Good morning, Danny, Kelly, Not Original, Pity, Buddy the Elf, Mark James, Dave Mason, Big Red, Mike M. It's still a little chilled. It's cold outside. It's 28 degrees outside. That's colder than I'm used to. Look at this little coat. I got my little North Face coat going and my little Napier gymnastics hat going. Plainfield. Yeah, I'm in Plainfield. Why am I in Plainfield? I'm picking up my kids this morning. I'm worked it out. Yeah, most of you guys know I'm a waiter. I wait tables. And waiting tables is problematic. I'm twice divorced, and it's a long story, and I might get to it, and I might not. But when we originally set up our parenting time, we did it when I was still a realtor, and I had a flexible schedule, and I thought these times would work pretty well for my schedule. But let me tell you, when your career switches and you become you start waiting tables, your schedule changes as well. And my schedule changed, and a lot of my work shifts were conflicting with my parenting time. But as you guys know, I needed all the money I could, so I couldn't say no to work, and it was frustrating my ex-wife, and it was frustrating me, and it was weighing heavily on me because I wasn't seeing the kids as often as I'd like. But anyway, we kind of worked it out. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me sooner. Why don't I pick them up in the morning? Why don't I pick them up in the morning and hang out with them for a few hours in the morning before nap time? And then I'd be able to work on the nights I was regularly scheduled for them. So I drove down to Plainfield, and I'm going to pick them up from here. So long story short, or just long story long, here I am. And I came down, I did a quick Google search of coffee shops in Plainfield, and the number one rated one was a coffee shop by the name of 10 Drops Coffee. And I'm here, and the barista is very kind. He let me move some chairs around to get situated. Promised me they had some sort of deal on their refills for coffee, and poured me a little separate creamer here, so I'm feeling kind of fancy today. So anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is, there are skeletons on the ceiling. I just got here, I don't know. There's a skeleton on that ceiling, and there's a massive skeleton over there with flashing lights. He's probably like 15 feet tall at least. And there's some skulls over there too. I don't know if it's a skeleton themed place or a Halloween themed place, or I don't know. Maybe the owners like spooky things. Let's see. So anyway, again, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Thursday morning. What's the date? Oh, somebody sent me Aunt Rhoda sent me heart me. That is so sweet. Hey, you guys are being kind. You're sending me gifts right off the bat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Aunt Rhoda. Thank you, Amy. And anybody else that may have sent one that I didn't notice. Hello, beautiful. Got a soft spot in my heart for beautiful who's tuned in today. But anyway, we won't get distracted. This is a little show. It's Thursday morning. It is maybe November. What is it? November. I don't even know what it is. My watch might tell me. Could it be November 21st? I think it is November 21st, and it is 6:50 a.m. Happy Thursday. Thank you, guys. This is a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing the adventures that is life. And I do seem to have a lot of adventures. And we'll get to those because I'm ready for my coffee. For those that have been watching a while, you know this is not just a show about me. Well, thank you, Dana. About me. I'm not always so positive. Dana just said you're so positive. Maybe I am a little bit. I mean, I certainly have a good energy. And the only reason I know that is I don't think I even always had a good energy. I think I kind of held it in. I honestly don't think my dad was comfortable around my spirit and my energy, and kind of is a stoic, and was raised, was born in 1940 on a farm. Just after the Depression. And I think his parents were probably tough on the kids, and my dad wasn't used to silliness or exuberance or positive energy. And so I think I probably freaked him out a little bit. And I think I kind of repressed it for most of my life. And only over the last few years, I've learned to kind of let it go and just be me and be silly and wear light blue hats and, I don't know, drive a Kia Soul. So, yeah. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I've got a nice hot cup of coffee. This might be the first ever on Coffee with Ken. Me pouring cream into a mug. A gentleman's coming in. There's another customer. There's another customer. I hope it doesn't bother him. He's going to be talking and buying some coffee back in there. Where was I? Oh, I'm so excited to have my first sip at this early hour. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. I don't know what kind it is. I think I originally ordered the dark roast, and he described it to me as smoky and various other flavors. but what they'd had brewed was the medium roast, and he asked if that would be okay. And I said, hey, just get me my coffee. So let's have another sip. It's nice. That is nice. I'm so excited. I wonder what their deal on refills is. Wonder if they're free. $1? I'll find out pretty soon. I'm going to try and keep this warm because I don't want to do any transactions during my show. But anyway, it's Thursday morning. I woke early this morning. Woke up at 4:51. I got so many stories. It's too easy for me to create content. I think it would be hard to be a content creator in the traditional sense, where you film and you have a fancy camera and a studio and you have a topic you want to talk about, and you want to say the 10 best coffee shops in the western suburbs of Chicago, or the top 5 reasons sobriety is great, or top 3 relationship mistakes most new couples make. And then you try and do a scripted video. It's so much, I mean, for me, it's so much easier and so much more fun just going live and letting the conversation go as it goes, and getting some engagement with the audience, which might ask me some cool questions, and have me respond authentically and at the moment, with no prep, no anticipation, because I think that creates an authenticity, and I think causes my videos to maybe connect with the audience more than maybe some, although certainly less fancy produced. Levi wants to know, where am I? And Star hopped on and said, what location is this? I am at 10 Drops Coffee in Plainfield, Illinois, and excited to be here. It's a off the beaten path location. Never been here before. Thought I was going the wrong way, and but to be, Joey, who's probably a troll, said, but to be fair, your videos don't perform as well as most. What does that even mean, Joey? What does that mean? When you say my videos don't perform as well as most, what does that mean? As most? At what percent am I? Where am I? Where am I? I would say I'm upper third of content creators, and I would say my videos perform better than most, actually. I mean, I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not saying that I am, but I don't even want to be Mr. Beast. I don't want to be anybody but who I am. And therefore, I enjoy being me and doing me and letting me look like this and me get the performance that it is meant to. Dan says, coffee shop to watch and be live viewer. I don't know what that means, Dan. Good morning, Rockin' Robin. And good morning, Rain since 1988. I was thinking, not that I have a local audience, not that I even, hello Marge, even have, that's what I'm talking about, Dan. I don't have any, I might have, maybe I have 50 or 100 people that watch my show locally, or watch my videos, or maybe it's more than that. It's probably more than that. But to get them to show up to a coffee shop and do a live show, it'd be fun. And honestly, on the ride down, I was thinking of going to do my live show at 10 Drops Coffee here in Plainfield, Illinois. Anybody come on down and watch it. And I'd take questions from the live audience. Hello there. Hello. I can't think of a hypothetical question. Open mic night. Yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun. That would be fun. Tell us about door knocking for dollars. I mean, do you want to know about door knocking? Yeah, the place is cool, Levi. If anybody is in the western suburbs of Chicago and kind of wants a different, off the beaten path coffee shop, and I'll tell you, my first couple sips have been delicious. Apparently it gets crowded, but right now it's me and the barista. We've had 2 other customers since I've been in. Yeah, Star said Plainfield's a cute town. You like it there? It's really cute. Somebody said they saw my video about UPS. Am I temping there this year? No, I'm not going to be. As you guys know, I go live every morning, and I post those. Most of my videos come from clipping this video, and I'm about a month behind in my editing video production. And the video that I posted, somebody had asked me about my job at UPS, and I told them about it, and I finished up going, I might work there again this year. But again, this was a month ago when I made that video originally. And I was staying in the extended stay and drowning in expenses and waiting as much as I could. Waiting tables is my, I'd say, my primary source of income. But honestly, content creation's growing pretty quickly as well. Good morning, Sandra Lynn. And where am I at in Plainfield? I'm at 10 Drops Coffee in Plainfield. I think it's on Center Street. But the neat thing about the internet is you don't even need to know the address. Because again, all I did this morning is wake up. I knew I was going to be picking up my little nuggets, my angel and my nugget of love, Augie, this morning. And I knew I was going to be picking them up in Plainfield, and I didn't know where I was going to have my coffee, so I searched up coffee shops in Plainfield, and this one came up as the #1 recommended. And feels good being here, and the guy's nice enough to let me talk and do my show. I'm going to pick them up around 8:30. Where am I taking them? Not totally sure. It is cool, beautiful. I talked to my ex-wife yesterday, and she understands. If you guys watched my show yesterday, I have 2 beautiful kids. I have a 2-year-old named Eve, and I have 4 beautiful kids, honestly, but 2 are really relevant to this morning. I mean, 2 are in my hearts. If Morgan and Aaron are watching right now, I love you. I love you guys with all my heart. I love you more than space. But the 2 that are relevant to the story this morning are Augie and Eve. And Eve is 2 years old, just turned 2 about a month ago. And Augie is just over 3.5. And he has Down syndrome. So he's a little slower at developing, a little smaller. And so they're almost like twins. It's having 2 little toddlers. And I've been picking them up at night and trying to find things to do for them that are safe and fun. And honestly, I don't know. I'm overmatched. And I'm currently don't have a home. I was staying in an extended stay for, I don't know, the previous 3 months after working a stint out in Yellowstone and figuring I'd get myself financially put back together after 2 painful divorces and a career change. And I was staying in an extended stay. Wasn't able to afford the car because I was riding around on a scooter for 6 months and cover my financial responsibilities, aka child support, the way I wanted to, or consistently enough. And knew I needed a car, knew I wasn't moving forward in my long-term dream of buying a home, a little 3-bedroom, 2-bath split level near downtown Naperville, and was spending $1,700 a month for an extended stay studio that couldn't house my little ones. So about 2.5 weeks ago, I bought a little Kia Soul. I go, hey, I bought it in white. I was planning to put my Coffee with Ken logo on it, and I haven't done that yet, by the way. But over the summer while I was working at Yellowstone, I was watching all these RVs driving by, and I looked into buying an RV and thought about living in it and traveling the country or just kind of roughing it and seeing where it went. And I actually looked at one guy's setup. He had a one with a couple 100,000 miles on it for sale for like 10 grand where I worked. And I looked at what he had going on, and he might have had a queen size bed in there, which was appealing to me. But he had a little hot pan or a hot pad where he could cook mac and cheese, and he had like a bucket for a toilet. And I don't know. I wasn't planning to cook on a hot pad very often, and honestly don't really need a bucket. So when I bought my white Kia Soul, I said, hey, maybe I could check this out for a while. And if you go on YouTube and search up living out of a Kia Soul, you find people do. You find people do. So about a week and change ago, I said, heck, paying $1,600 a month for my extended stay. Let's put all my stuff that I have, drop it off in my sister's garage, set up a little area in my car, sleep in that, save $60 a month, keep waiting tables, keep producing content, cover my financial responsibilities, take care of everything, reduce stress, and just take a deep breath. And have been staying in my Kia Soul for the last week. And let me tell you, can I stay with my dad or my sister? Sure, I could. I don't want to. I mean, they live out in Rockford. But I like it. I don't know. I've been there a week. I could always move back into the extended stay tomorrow if I wanted to. I like it. I like it. It feels good. It feels affordable. It works. I'm honestly kind of enjoying it. I'm kind of enjoying it. Spencer Hughes says he has a fraction of my followers and he's doing well on TikTok Shop. You could make hundreds a day. Well, Spencer, I don't want to make hundreds a day selling products on TikTok Shop. I got a buddy that used to watch my show all the time, and he sells stuff on TikTok Shop, and does these funny videos and sells Doritos and 10 packs of Doritos and gets a cut. But that's not what I'm about. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to sell Doritos to you or what have you. I don't even want to sell anything. I'm hoping what I do is the value I offer, if that makes sense. I want to keep producing real content of a real guy going through life that has had highs and lows, that's struggled at times financially but has made a ton of money as well, that's smarter than the average bear but does some stupid things, that has struggled with addiction issues and is 3 years sober, has struggled with anxiety most of his life but is learning how to deal with that in a healthy way. And I feel good about what I'm doing and the direction my show is going. And I don't want to change it and start selling things to people. I mean, occasionally I come across pretty cool products. Occasionally I come across pretty cool products. For instance, I'm going to bring one out right now. Let me tell you, these Skechers slip-ons. I should put a link on my bio to Skechers slip-ons. I am a huge fan. No pain in the feet for when you tie your shoes and you get one lace a little too tight. No uncoming of the laces. I'm a believer in these Skechers slip-ons and may put a link on my bio and see if they'll pay me some commission for selling these. So Andrew says his dad wears them and he loves them. They're awesome. They're awesome. Let's see. Let's scan down. I missed some questions. Let me see. Like what you're doing. From Joliet here, next door to you almost. All right, Coach Hubbs, have you ever been to 10 Drops Coffee? Have you ever been to 10 Drops Coffee? I wonder. It's all ad money anyway, though. I don't know what that means, Daily. Good morning, Coach Hubbs has already spoken. Heather Odell, I came out of hiding. I don't feel I've been in hiding. I've only missed one live day in 7 months. Where do I park at night? I don't want a bunch of groupies coming and hanging out, knocking on my window during the night, so I won't tell you. Great day to all. Have fun with Augie and Eve. I certainly will. Do they still do Ellen or Extreme Makeover Home Edition? I don't know what that means. My dad wears those. Let's catch up. Oh, Glenda Johnson wears it. Wears my shoes. Heather O'Dell, thank you for following the live creator. Is it snowing? I don't know. Let me see. There's outside. This is Plainfield, Illinois. And the kind of little quiet country road that this 10 Drops Coffee is parked on. And again, I'm going to give you a scan of the store. We've got another customer in here now. And I don't know, maybe I can drive some traffic here. Kelly Slater said, I look rough. I don't feel rough. I mean, I haven't shaved. I'm trying to grow out a little facial hair the last few days. Every once in a while, I like to mix it up and grow out some facial hair. And I'm about, 3 days or so into it. The Man Scooter Rider. It's Joe Time says he wants to do a 1,000,000-man scooter ride across America. I'll tell you what, from a guy that just rode back this year, or went from Chicago to Yellowstone and back on my scooter, I am so thrilled I did that. It'd be scary maybe to do it again. But for me, I don't think I would have had the guts to do it if I didn't need to do it. You know, it was a scary adventure. I was talking to my brother last night, who honestly didn't want me to take a scooter, wanted me to fly out to Yellowstone and this and that. And I said, no, Scott, I want the bike when I get out there. And, a lot of people were worried, and I was crazy as I am, and I rode from my daughter's graduation, and I think I got into Iowa somewhere that first night, and slept out under the stars for the first couple nights, and the weather started dropping. It was late May. I thought it'd be kind of fun. Had a yoga mat, had some blankets, and was sitting there shivering during the night. But anyway, made it to Yellowstone and made it back, and had tell you what, just an amazing adventure that was terrifying in a lot of ways. But really, really neat that I did it. And honestly, I didn't see an option. I mean, sure, I could have rented a car or flown or whatever, but I really wanted my scooter in Yellowstone. People asked me what my favorite part of Yellowstone was having my scooter there. Oh my gosh, for anybody that rides on two wheels, you go to one of these I'm getting the chills thinking about it. You go to one of these national parks, you go to Yellowstone and you cruise through those roads on two wheels. I became a way better rider. I used to, on the ride out, I was going like 45 miles an hour. On the ride back, I was probably averaging 55. And I took the, Red Arrow Highway? I'm drawing a blank, but there's a famous highway, one of the most beautiful riding roads in the world, that just weaves up and over this mountain pass, goes up to 11,000 feet. and then back down, and it was just amazing, just amazing. And again, it was a neat experience, and riding across the plains in Montana and South Dakota and all across Nebraska, stopping in all these little towns along the way, and meeting people. I'm blessed to have done it. I don't know if I'll ever have the guts to do it again. Maybe I will, probably under different circumstances, but I'm thankful for the adventure. Did I keep warm okay last night? Is my gym 24 hours as a place to get warm if need be? Well, I'm alive. I'm alive. Yesterday, I was excited. Again, I'm saving $60 a night, not staying in the extended stay. And because of that, very quickly, you're not spending so much. Beartooth Pass, thank you. What's the Red Arrow Highway? I forgot what the Red Arrow Highway, but it was Beartooth Pass. What is the Red Arrow Highway? I don't know. Let's see. Red Arrow Highway is in Michigan. Thank you. And there's a great burger joint off of that. Yeah, it's Southeast Michigan, near New Buffalo, yeah. All right, I apologize. It's Beartooth Pass. The Red Arrow Highway isn't nearly as spectacular as Beartooth Pass, but both are significant in my life. Where was I? Oh, okay. So yesterday I did a little shopping, and I did a little research, and I had a ton of fun. I was darting from store to store. I went to a Lowe's, a Walmart, a Target, a Home Depot. I had done some research while hanging out in a coffee shop yesterday, and a woman was showing her life living in a Kia Soul, and she's got a little mattress backpack there, and has a dog with her, and she was out on a camping trip, but I think she lives in there full time. Might not be my thing, but you never know. Having fun one weekend. And anyway, while she was doing the tour of her car, she showed a little generator she had. It wasn't a generator, it was a power station. And hers was a 500 watt power station. I am not an engineer at all. I'm not an engineer in any way. So I don't know what watts or volts or amps are. But she had a 500 watt power station. So I started researching, and 500 watt power stations were roughly $500, and 300 watts were roughly $300. And I started hopping from store to store looking for one of these power stations. Most people don't know what they even are. They go, "You mean a generator or a battery?" And I go, "Well, it's kind of like a big charger. You can charge a bunch of different things, like little lamps and fans or heated blankets." Remember that, because that's going to come back into play. And again, I wasn't familiar with the terms or how many watts I'd need or what I would need, but I did know it was getting cold last night. So no, I didn't go to Amazon, because I did know it was getting cold last night. And I did know the night before, when it got down to maybe 42 degrees under a sleeping bag and dressed pretty warmly, I was still fairly chilly. And ended up committing to get one of those power stations yesterday. And I ended up buying one. And, people are suggesting various places to get one. I ended up buying one at Best Buy. And I bought one that got great reviews online. It was only 300 watts. The cost on it was about $200. It was $199. And I knew it was going to be cold last night, and I knew I wanted one of these bad boys, and I knew I needed some extra warmth. So I bought it. I bought a heating blanket or a car heated pad. Who knew they made special heating pads specifically designed for cars? But they do, apparently. I don't know. You can screw up your electrical system if you don't get a 12 volt. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. But either way, got the power station, went to Starbucks, plugged it in, charged it up to about 80%. Apparently it takes several hours, maybe overnight, to properly charge one of these. But in like 3 or 4 hours, I got it to 80% charge. Note to self, 80% charge lasts about 6 hours of a heated blanket, keeping me warm. And let me tell you, it was wonderful. It was wonderful for 6 hours. It was wonderful. But then, lo and behold, my power station ran out of wattage. And I was thinking, wow, it'd be nice to have 500 or 600 watts. But really, that wasn't the problem last night. The problem was I didn't even have enough time to keep it plugged in long enough. But either way, you live and learn. And so it ran out of power. And then periodically during the night, I'd wake up, it'd be a little chilly. I'd turn on my car, I'd plug the heated blanket in, I'd let the car run for, 5 or 10 minutes, get it nice and warm and toasty, and then I'd turn it off and drift back off to sleep. It'd be really chilly again in another hour or so. But either way, it was a cool experience. It was cool. I'm going to be there tonight. I'm going to have my power station fully charged. We're going to learn and keep moving forward. And I am so excited about my day. I'm so excited about the changes I've made. I'm so excited about the content I'm creating and the restaurant I work at. I had an interview yesterday. It was the second interview at another restaurant, and I wasn't excited about it. And I'd met with a guy. It was slightly higher end, but when I met with the guy for the first time, I didn't think he wanted me, or necessarily I desperately wanted the job. And I want to have fun where I work. I want to enjoy my job. I have a job that pays well, likes to have me there, and, that I know and that I'm comfortable with, that I enjoy most importantly, and pays my bills. And I didn't want to make a lateral move and didn't see any reason to. So I called the restaurant and said, hey, after meeting with you, I just didn't feel it was a good match, so I'm not going to make this afternoon's interview. And they thanked me for saving them time. And I went out and shopped for power stations. And again, ended up buying one, charging one up, having a great night's sleep, a little adventurous night's sleep. And which brought me here to Plainfield today. Living an adventure. Where was I a UPS helper at? I'm a driver out of Joliet, Rockdale location. Mine was, I worked right out of Naperville. The trucks would pick me up at various locations around Naperville. I think the UPS location was in Wooddale or something like that. I don't know exactly, but somewhere over there, about 15 miles away, maybe Glendale Heights or something like that. And that's where I went in and did my paperwork when I was a UPS driver. Alexandra, have an awesome day as well. Good morning, Josh Ogrand. How are you? Do the police ever say anything or leave me alone? I don't know. Addison, that's it. It's in Addison. Well, thank you, user. My coffee's running a little bit low. My coffee is running a little bit low. Kind of saddens me a little bit. But what makes me happy is they have some sort of deal on refills over my right shoulder. For anybody just tuning in, again, I'm at 10 Drops Coffee here in Plainfield, Illinois. It's a actually nice sized coffee shop off the beaten path. Gets great reviews, and I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying the coffee and loving it a whole bunch. Did Naperville get any snow? It got a dusting, Jack. It got a dusting. but what else do I have for you today? I pick up my little nuggets here in a little bit. What time is it? It's almost 7:30. I'm picking them up around 8:30. I'm super excited to see them. And pick them up. I think I'm going to take them to the health club. Yesterday when I did my show, I was sitting outside the little play area, and it wasn't open yet, but near the end of my show, a woman walked in and kind of checked in, and so I got off my show yesterday where I did it at my health club and went in and checked it out, and it looks awesome, and it's contained, and it's got a bunch of toys, and it's got a great staff, and I'm going to bring my kids in there and check them in and make sure they're doing okay and go get a workout for an hour or so and let them play and have fun and play with other kids and run around and knock toys over and have a ton of fun and get a workout in, and so excited to do that. So excited to do that. Sorry, I got a little bug flying around me. And again, excited to see him. Excited for my day. Excited for the direction I'm going. Excited for my Kia Soul. Excited for my next cup of coffee. Excited to post this video on YouTube. Excited to edit some more videos. And post them online and grow my social media platform and charge forward. And I hope you are excited about your day. And I hope you had a great night's sleep. And I hope, hello, how are you? How are you, user? Wait, don't tell me your name. Don't tell me your name. Don't tell me your name. I'm drawing a blank. I am drawing a blank. I am drawing a blank. What's your name, user, again? I asked you this the other day. It's horrible. It's not like, well, I'm going to struggle here. I'm going to struggle, but I'm so excited to see you. I know you live down in Florida. I know we met in Starbucks about a year ago, so I appreciate you hopping on. I'll think of it in a minute. But Sherry. Next time you hop on, I'm going to think of Journey. Do you want me to hear me do my version of the song, Oh Sherry? Probably not. But yeah, Thursday morning. It was 28 degrees last night. And feeling good, and I hope you're feeling good as well. And I'm excited about my day, and I hope you're excited about your day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a little more coffee, and I don't know, getting something to eat, picking up my kids, getting a good workout in, playing with my kids, dropping them back off at their mom, editing videos, posting videos, growing my channel, and moving forward in my day. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining today. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying your coffee, that you're having a great morning, that your week is going well, that you're starting to get excited about pumpkin pie and turkey for next week, but you're not looking too far ahead, because when we look too far ahead, that's where anxiety lies. I hope you're living in the moment, that you are feeling good, that you are loving yourself, that you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.